everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Crack That Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das, and today in this video I'll be talking about verbal reasoning, which is day 13 of the TISNET crash course, in which I'll be covering the 6 different sections coming under verbal reasoning. But before that, let me tell you about the Unacademy's Conquer VARC free test. Now this is a test with me where you will be getting the VARC practice test for CAT and the OMETs. This test is going to take place on 18th of Feb and 21st of Feb from 5 p.m. to 5:15. Only a 15-minute small test in which you have to answer 10 VARC related questions, and you would stand a chance to win many special gifts. But the best part will be that without hampering your schedule and timetable, you can attempt this test only for 15 minutes absolutely free. So do check out the link in the description box and make sure to enroll into it using my code Priyasha10. And if you're planning to choose or select a plus subscription for you, then today is the right time to do that, because they are running their Unacademy Unlock 20 offer. If you use my code Priyasha10 while enrolling into any of the plus or the iconic courses today, then instead of a 10%, today you will be getting a absolutely 20% off on all the subscription. So that's an absolutely nice opportunity. Do check out the links in the description box. And now let's get our video started. Hi guys, so we'll get started with the TestNet Crash Course Day 16 on verbal reasoning. So on verbal reasoning, we have a wide variety of questions coming under that. The first type of question is statement and argument. So we'll have one question on the same. Then we have statement and assumption, statement and conclusion, course of action, assertion and reason, cause and effect. सबका मीनिंग क्या है, सब आपस में कैसे डिफरेंट हैं, we'll talk about that using one example each. But if you want to go into the depth of this, then please go and check out my verbal ability playlist, that is the VA playlist, the link of which you will find in the description box, in the end screen, and also in the first comment of this video. So you can just go and check out those critical reasoning videos. बहुत essential होंगे, बहुत काम आएंगे. And it's just like if you are aiming for the stars, you will land on the moon, because वो जो भी questions है जो मैंने उसमें specifically लिए हैं वो थोड़े हाई लेवल के हैं कंपेयर टू व्हाट यू विल बी एक्सपेक्टिंग इन योर एग्जामिनेशंस लाइक टेस्ट. तो इसीलिए आपकी अच्छी प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगी उसके रेस्पेक्ट पे, अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो. So now let's get started with the first category, which is the statement and the argument type. तो यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि हम एक statement देते हैं और उसके सपोर्ट में कुछ arguments लिखते हैं. अब वो सपोर्ट कर रहा है या वीकन कर रहा है, उसे हमें सर्च करना होता है, एंड वो कंप्लीटली क्वेश्चन पे डिपेंड करता है. इफ द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग अस टू फाइंड आउट विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर्ग्यूमेंट्स इज सपोर्टिंग इट, तो हमें ये खोज के निकालना है कि इसमें से आर्ग्यूमेंट कौन सी सपोर्ट कर रही है. Similarly, if the question says that which of the following weakens the argument above in the statement, so which we need to find out the one which is going against or opposite to it. So just like that, have a look over this question over here. A statement, okay, is given as, so here's our statement. It is good that the central board is switching its exam pattern to an open book exam pattern like the other boards in the country. तो statement क्या बोल रहा है कि अभी हम लोग shift करने वाले हैं towards the open book system. अब question क्या है, we have to decide which argument is strong and able to support the given statement. All right, so argument number 1 पढ़ते हैं. Yes, an open book exam will test the higher order thinking skills rather than the test learning through rote or memorizing. So higher order learning skills जो है वो इसे support करने का एक reason बनती है. But argument 2 को हम देखते ही eliminate कर सकते हैं. Why? Because it is saying no, and we have been strictly asked which argument is strong and able to support the given statement. Statement में directly mentioned है कि we are going for an open book test. तो no बोलना तो किसी भी sense में नहीं बनता. So no, the exams have to be treated as exams. Accessing books can be considered unhealthy practice. This is not what we need, at least for this question now. Now argument number 3 is again a yes, but let's read if this suggestion or the reason given is actually supporting my statement or not. An open book exam stimulates the real world. In our day-to-day existence, we have access to everything which is important. The real game is to know when to access what. तो ये तो एक्चुअली हमें रियल लाइफ से एक पैरेलल ड्रॉ कर रही है, एक एग्जाम्पल दे रही है जो कि एब्सोल्युटली सपोर्ट कर रहा है इस चीज को. तो 1 and 3 आर द वंस व्हिच आर स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्गुमेंट्स एंड दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन ऑप्शन डी. सो हम समझ सकते हैं कि इस तरह से हमें हमारे स्टेटमेंट आर्गुमेंट्स क्वेश्चन को एटलीस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ टिस सॉल्व करना है। टेस्ट में इसी लेवल के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं गाइस, सो इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग दिस इजी, कांग्रेचुलेशंस, यू आर ऑन द राइट पेज। Okay, the next is the category 2, which is statement and assumption. अब argument और assumption में different क्या है? Argument is also a fact. जैसे statement एक fact है, उसी तरह से argument भी एक fact है, और एक fact दूसरे fact को support कर रहा है या नहीं, हमें बस यही determine करना है। But जब हम assumptions की बात करते हैं, तो statement and assumptions में हम कुछ चीजें हैं जो कि explicitly statement के साथ नहीं दी होती है, but हमें जानना रहता है कि okay, सपोज करिए इफ द स्टेटमेंट इज गिवन एज शी इज अ ग्रेट मैथमेटिशियन और शकुंतला देवी इज अ ग्रेट मैथमेटिशियन, सो दैट ऑटोमेटिकली मीन्स, भले ही यहाँ एक्सप्लिसिटली मैं सेकेंड लाइन में ये नहीं लिख रही हूँ दैट शी इज वेरी गुड एट नंबर्स, डजंट मीन दैट ये बात सच नहीं है। ये अजम्पशन हम ले ही सकते हैं, क्योंकि जो एक ग्रेट मैथमेटिशियन का टाइटल ले रहा है वो ऑब्वियसली गुड एट नंबर्स होगा। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई एक फील्ड, लेट्स से फीफा, सो एक पर्टिकुलर कंट्री ने फीफा जीता, लेट्स से दैट बेल्जियम वॉन द फीफा कप, so that automatically means that the players of Belgium are good at football, right? ये implicit है, ये भले ही अलग से ना दिया हो, बट हम लोग इसे assume कर सकते हैं। So this is statement and assumption, okay? Now what form of questions are given? For example, आपको 4 या 5 options दिए जाएंगे, जिसमें से आपको select करना है whether the first assumption is correct or implicit, or the second one is correct with respect to the statement, or neither of them, either of them, or both of them. So we have a question for us. Use Kajaria ceramics tiles to decorate your home or house. This is an advertisement, and this advertisement statement has been used up for a fact that use Kajaria ceramics tiles to decorate your house. अब ठीक है, इससे हम अज्यूम क्या कर सकते हैं? अब अजम्पशन हमारा आउट ऑफ द स्कोप कभी नहीं जाना चाहिए। आई रिपीट, आवर अजम्पशंस शुड नेवर गो आउट ऑफ द स्कोप। लेट्स रीड द फर्स्ट पार्ट। पीपल वांट टू डेकोरेट देयर हाउस। क्या हम इससे ये अज्यूम कर सकते हैं? बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, because the first statement is saying us that people want to decorate. So if you want to decorate using Kajaria ceramics. Okay, so ये तो हम assume कर सकते हैं, but only ceramic tiles can make house decorative, ये हम assume नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि ये कहीं पे भी statement में नहीं लिखा है। statement में लिखा है कि अगर आप अपना घर डेकोरेट करना चाहते हो, then go for Kajaria ceramics. So that means people want to decorate their house, and this is a perfect assumption. So which option should we take? As we remember, at the top we had only assumption 1 is implicit. तो यहाँ पर हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा number 1, that is only 1 is implicit. Similarly, we have the third category, which is statement and conclusion. Conclusion क्या होता है and how is it different from argument and assumption? Conclusion भी एक fact ही होता है, okay? ये हुई नहीं होती है ये बात, ये होगी ये हमें पता होता है। यानी कि statement में जो भी लिखा है, for example, here in the statement if it's mentioned that something is happening, then what would be the next step to this, or what did we understand from the statement, is what the conclusion is basically. No assumptions here, very strict, no assumptions. Okay, let's read this. Prime age school going children in urban India have now become avid as well as more regular viewers of television, even in households without a television. As a result, there has been an alarming decline in the extent of readership of newspapers. So, statement number 1 is talking about people getting addicted to television, and statement number 2 is talking about the reduction in the readership of newspapers. Are they related? That is important. So, let's read the conclusion. Mention of or method of increasing the readership of newspapers should be devised. क्या हम ये रीड करके ये कंक्लूड करते हैं कि हमें रीडरशिप ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर्स बढ़ानी चाहिए? नहीं, कोई भी चीज डिक्लाइन कर रही है से इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हमें उसे इंक्रीज करना है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से दैट द डेथ रेट इज डिक्रीजिंग, so should you say that no, because it is decreasing, it is not good, we should increase it? That is the conclusion. नहीं, हर चीज जो डिक्रीज करती है जरूरी नहीं हम उसे स्टॉप करें या हम उसे इंक्रीज करें. ओके, so here if there is a decline in the readership of newspaper, that does not conclude the fact that we are in trying to increase the readership. So this is not correct, not correct conclusion. And the second is a team of experts should be sent to the other country to study the impact of television on the readership of newspaper. If you carefully observe statement number 1 and statement number 2, you will very much realize that these two are not the relation. Like there is no they are not related, even though they have result written that as a result they are have like there has been an alarming decrease. We know this has taken place, guys. I would take my words back. It actually means that there is a relation, but then still it has been already stated कि ये affect कर रहा है. Now we don't need the other country data to prove this fact again. That means ये भी conclusion नहीं है मेरा. So when both of them are not the conclusion, we have the answer as D. That is neither one follows nor two follows. Similarly, if I move down to category number 4, that includes course of action. Course of action सबसे easy होता है among all the things given, because course of action is the next step. तो स्टेटमेंट में आपका फर्स्ट स्टेप होगा और उससे रिलेटेड आपको कौन से नेक्स्ट स्टेप लेने चाहिए, that should be course of action, and course of action will always come with the keyword should. Okay, for example, let's read the statement. A large number of people in ward X of the city are diagnosed to be suffering from a fatal malaria type. Okay, तो कुछ लोगों को मलेरिया हो गया, that's what we understood. Course of action क्या होना चाहिए when people are suffering from malaria? First course of action, the city municipal authority should take immediate steps to carry out extensive fumigation. Fumigation क्या होता है? जहाँ स्प्रे किया जाता है to avoid mosquitoes, right? So extensive fumigation carry out karna is a preventive measure or a we can say a after measure which you do after someone gets affected. It's basically a medication. It's a medication, right? So we do it after. And should we do it as a course of action जब हमें पता चले कि कुछ लोगों को fatal malaria हो गया है? Of course, yes. So first one is definitely the course of action for us. Moving to the next one, the people in the area should be advised to take steps to avoid mosquito. This is a prevention step. और इस चीज के लिए हमें लोगों को एडवाइस भी देनी है, इस चीज के लिए हमें लोगों को अलर्ट भी करना है. So that is also a course of action for us. That means both 1 and 2 follow and both of them are the correct course of action for the statement given above. अगर हमें पता चले कि किसी को मलेरिया हो रहा है at a particular place, then we should take preventive steps as well as measures to stop it from transferring any further. Well done. So we will now move to the fifth category, which is assertion and reason. So what is assertion and what is reason? This is important. Assertion है जब हम forcefully किसी चीज को claim करते हैं. When we try to claim that ये particular चीज सच है, that is assertion. And reason is a statement जब हम उस claim को justify करने के लिए एक statement बोलते हैं. Like अगर मैं बोलूं कि I am like for example I am the best teacher. So I need to give a reason for it because I take these sessions or these students find me helpful, my sessions helpful, etc etc. समझ गए आप बात को? तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज द असर्शन जहां मैंने क्लेम किया दैट समथिंग इज समथिंग, एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज रीजन विच आई एम एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू जस्टिफाई इट दैट मैंने ऐसा क्यों बोला. ओके, सो कमिंग टू द क्वेश्चन, लेट्स सी. Clothes are not washed properly in hard water. Okay, दिस इज अ असर्शन. सो कुछ लोग ऐसा क्लेम करते हैं कि हम लोग हार्ड वाटर में क्लोथ्स को नहीं वॉश कर सकते, एंड द रीजन दे आर गिविंग इज हार्ड वाटर कंटेन्स मेनी मिनरल्स. अब दिस इज लेट यू नो that this is a very very tricky question because people generally know that this is true. ये assertion true है. This is based on common sense, right? That हम लोग hard water में clothes नहीं wash कर सकते. So definitely B cannot, not B, D cannot be the answer because of course A false नहीं है. A is true, but hard water containing minerals is not the reason. Okay, hard water not generating lather, okay, is the reason why we cannot wash clothes. So therefore the reason is correct, but not the correct explanation of A, so that will go as B. बहुत लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि मिनरल्स के प्रेजेंस की वजह से ही लेदर फॉर्म नहीं होता है, सो अल्टीमेटली क्लोथ्स वॉश नहीं होते हैं, बट डोंट apply your general knowledge skills in this, just take it as it is given in the question. आपको कुछ भी अलग से, until and unless it is explicitly stated like in a assumption question कि आपको assume करना है, you are not going to take up any assumptions from your end in any different category of questions like this. Okay, if it would have been directly stated ki hard water contains or lather like contains minerals which do not form lather, tab aap ise sahi kehte. Okay, coming to the next category, this is again a very tricky one, not a category but a question from the same category. Downpour of rain lessens the humidity in the atmosphere. Kya ye baat sach hai? Now apply your general knowledge skills in this. Downpour of rainfall will lessen the humidity in the atmosphere. अगर बारिश होती है तो ह्यूमिडिटी घटती है? ऑफ कोर्स नॉट. बारिश होने पर ह्यूमिडिटी मॉइस्चर कंटेंट बढ़ता है. सो असर्शन इज फॉल्स. And the moment you find assertion is false, A, B, C cannot be your answer. Now you can only have D or E as your answer. Rains are caused when atmosphere cannot hold more moisture. ये बात सही है. जब atmosphere clouds ज़्यादा water hold नहीं कर सकते, वो humidity 100% जाती है, तब precipitation होती है. ये हमने स्कूल में पढ़ा था. So that means reason is true. So we will go with option D, which is reason true, assertion false. और ऐसे इजी क्वेश्चंस कब आते हैं? जब रीजन भी ट्रू होता है एंड इज द करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द फर्स्ट असर्शन. ओके, वी आर मूविंग टू द लास्ट कैटेगरी ऑफ द क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज कैटेगरी नंबर 6, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट. एक स्टेटमेंट मेरा कॉज होगा, दूसरा स्टेटमेंट उसका इफेक्ट होगा. अब ये जनरली हमें ये ढूंढना होता है, दैट इज द पॉइंट, दैट कौन सी स्टेटमेंट हमारी कॉज है, which is the root cause, and which one is the effect. Let's read it with the help of a question and then we will be able to understand it better. China became a major hub of global manufacturing in the late 80s and continues to be so till the present. China has cheap manpower and natural resources, both of which are essential for the industry growth. Now आप समझ सकते हो कि यहाँ पे फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में दिस इज अ कॉज और एन इफेक्ट. ऑफ कोर्स इट्स एन इफेक्ट. हमें ये पता चल रहा है कि अब हम चाइना को सुपर मेजर हब बुलाते हैं, बट क्यों बुलाते हैं? व्हाट इज द कॉज? व्हाट इज द रीजन? द रीजन इज cheap manpower and natural resources. So this makes it two reasons for the effect that it has turned into a major hub of global manufacturing. So that leads to the answer that statement number 2 is the cause and 1 is the effect. And with this, I come to the end of this video where we discuss 6 different categories of question under verbal reasoning. अगर आपको ये और detailed form में चाहिए, so please go and check out my critical reasoning videos on the channel already uploaded. It will generally help you and surely make you and your English scores better. So I'll meet in the next video. Until then, please take care and thanks for watching. Have a nice day, guys. Take care.